my God, we get new shoes? Amazing. We are officially reporting live from Flagstaff, Arizona. We're here with HOKA on our running trip. Hello everyone, we made it from New York City in one piece. We flew from New York to Dallas to Flagstaff, just got to the hotel with everyone else here. I don't have much to do this afternoon, so I'm probably gonna go on a long walk. It is so sunny and it's also so snowy in Flagstaff. Two shoes over there that I'm gonna go open up, I'm super excited about. One of them is the Cielo X1. I told you guys that I've used that shoe, but it was a prototype, so I have a fresh pair that I'm gonna run the marathon in, which is super exciting. And then we have the Speedgoat, because we're gonna do some trail running in Sedona on this trip. We'll see how I do. I don't have any history of running with elevation or with trail, so we'll see what happens. But I'm super excited. I feel like I've been waiting for this trip for a long time. I get to meet Ben, I get to meet Hella and everyone else. The trip kind of starts tomorrow. Today we're just easing into it, so I'll take you guys along as we go out and see Flagstaff. HOKA kindly blessed us with two shoes for the trip. So we have the Cielo X1s. These are going to be what I race the Big Sur Marathon in. And then the Speedgoats for when we do some trail running. And then we got some apparel over here as well. Currently in this new hat by HOKA. I'm not much of a hat girly when it comes to like running hats, but I'll probably just wear this leisurely. We'll see. Some sunlight and vitamin D. Move the legs. Do those things. Maybe FaceTime mom. Let's go check out Flagstaff. The thing about me is I will always find a way to spend $45 on 3 items at a health food store. But I got a little maca adaptogen latte coconut cult because I figured that would be good for me to eat in the morning. And then some, I don't know, hippy dippy cookies. The place was called Local Juicery. 10 out of 10. Very sea moss girlies. I know, I'm so bad. I can't like sit. Good morning, everyone. We are in Flagstaff. Yay! It's quite chilly outside today. It is a Wednesday morning, and today's the first real day of training. So yesterday we landed all kind of at different times. Then we had a dinner with everyone else who's running Big Sur. Got to meet Hella and Ben, who work for HOKA. I've never met them before, which is exciting. Got some Mexican food, went to bed. It was just a long day because it's time change and then traveling the whole day. So I'm walking to go get a little beverage, this complimentary breakfast at our hotel, and then we're off for a run. Now, I'm kind of nervous for the run today because the elevation is crazy. It's like 6,000 feet, and I think New York is something like 200. So if you don't know, that makes it really hard to breathe and really hard to run. But wow, it is gorgeous out here. It's also quite chilly, but HOKA set us up with some cold weather, like layering stuff, so we should be all good to go. So we're starting off the day with an hour-long run. Then we go back to the hotel. We have a weightlifting session, a yoga session. Then we get to chill for a little bit, and then we have a dinner and a Q&A panel that I get to talk on. So kind of have to prepare my remarks about what I'm going to say about marathon training. Not too deep, but very excited for it. I gotta get going for our hour-long run. We are all fitted up, and I will talk to you guys later. We're in the Speedgoats. Let's get it. Hi everyone. It is actually I have no idea. It's a Wednesday night here in Flagstaff, Arizona. We had a run today. It was out on a dirt road, so not necessarily like a trail run. It was at 6,000 feet of elevation, 30 minutes out easy, 30 minutes back hard. I didn't really know how the altitude was gonna affect me. I didn't know if it was gonna be like physically, if my legs felt heavy, but it was mostly my lungs. It was just super hard to breathe during the run, but we got it done. We had a lift, we had yoga. I went to that health store that I went to yesterday and got an adrenal latte with some cordyceps and spirulina. Also iconic, the yoga instructor we had came up to me after and she's like, "Are you sea moss girlies? I love sea moss girlies." And I'm like, in Flagstaff? Oh my God, that's amazing. We're going to dinner now, and I'm actually talking on a little panel. It's a Q&A with everyone that's running the marathon. They want to just ask for advice, general rule of thumb about marathon training, nutrition, recovery, etc. So I'm kind of nervous, but I'm super excited. Then we'll go to bed, and then we have another run tomorrow morning. But I'm truly only here for like 2 days. Kind of the other ones are bookend travel days. So it's 2 go hectic days, but I'm so excited to be here. It's been so fun to meet everyone. We also got to meet some of the professional athletes today, which was insane to see. So shout out HOKA, shout out Flagstaff. Let's go get some dinner. Hello everyone, it is day 2 in Flagstaff. We're getting ready to actually go to Sedona today for a true trail run. I have the Speedgoats on. Yesterday we had a tough run. The elevation was no joke, as I've said on socials. We had a dinner, we had a little Q&A. It's 7:40 right now, so I went downstairs, got some breakfast, and then we're kind of in Sedona for the day. How's the body feeling? Kind of good. The elevation just affected my lungs a lot more. I thought it was going to be more physical, but it was like all my lungs. It's Thursday, so I already go back to New York tomorrow, which is kind of wild. And then my mom comes into town on Saturday, which I am so excited for. My mom's been in New York before, so it's not like we have to do like touristy shit. And I think it's just going to be a fun mother-daughter bonding moment. She said she wants to go out dancing and be crazy. So let's go, Annie. But right now I'm doing a little Theragun action just to get out some lactic acid in the morning. And that's that. It's been a lot of fun meeting with everyone here, connecting with their running stories and just like what they do in life. Most people here actually live in New York and Brooklyn, and they're all journalists. So it's been cool to talk about running, non-running, New York City, etc. But I'm gonna go get in the van. We have an hour car ride ahead, and I'm gonna bring you guys along today. So let's go. Have a beautiful Thursday.
I feel like you went to Whistler and then I flown and there's so many conventions there as well. What is this? Where? New Jersey. If they want sunscreen, we have some.
All right, we are in Sedona. Very different. Had a nice little hour-long drive. Today we have a true trail run. I think we're going like 3 to 4 miles. You know, in the speed goat, so we should be suited for it, but I'm always nervous about spraining an ankle, something like that. You know, it's also nice and warm outside, which is new. Gets me excited for the spring running. We're almost done with winter, everyone, but talk to you once we finish up the trail run. Mom's in New York?
I'm in New York, get some coffee.
Wearing her HOKAs. New ones.
New Clifton 9s.
So it's supposed to. Hi YouTube, welcome back to week 11 of Big Sur Marathon training. I feel like I have a lot to catch you up on. I didn't film myself talking much in this video. You kind of just got me in Flagstaff, a little bit of intro into the HOKA stuff. Then my mom was here. So kind of what happened in between that time. We had our last day in Flagstaff on Friday. I had a morning run and then we all went to the airport. I landed Friday night at like 1 a.m. So like 1 a.m. Saturday. And then I looked at my running schedule and I had 16 miles on Saturday and I had to do it off very little sleep, but it ended up being my fastest run ever. I keep shocking myself and I'm so excited about running. Part of the reason my run went well, I'm happy. I feel supported in life. I feel like I have a good support system and network. I feel loved. I feel all the things. Second thing, my mom was coming into town and she landed at noon. So I had like 6 miles left in my run and she was like, landed. Going to the hotel, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta run this fast because I want to go meet up with my mom. So I ran it pretty fast. I have a 16-mile run this next week ahead. After that, I just spent the weekend with my mom. We just went to restaurants, did some shopping, people watching, all the lovely things in New York. I'm live to you from Tuesday, so she was here till Monday, and then once she left, I just came back to my apartment. Sort of screwed my head on for the week ahead. Now that I'm back from the trip and back in New York City, we have Run Club this upcoming weekend, and I wanted to talk about the book for this video. If you don't know Barbara Ehrenreich, she is one of my favorite authors of all time. This book is a collection of her essays that she wrote throughout her career. The book, Had I Known, here are some of the different subjects that come up throughout the book. She has one about economic divide, she has one about health, she has some about feminism, she has some about men, God, science, joy, the bourgeoisie. It's about what's happening to the economy. She writes about what's happening to gender relations and sexual relations, and I really find her writing to be super on the nose, super sharp. She talks about class, I think gives such vocabulary to talk about social class in your life. Barbara makes the argument in the book that we don't have a good way to talk about economic relations, and part of that is because the rich doesn't want us to be able to talk to each other. The top 0.001% now, they all want all of us to be divided on economic issues. They don't want want people to have solidarity and class consciousness and also be able to name problems. I think that's a big issue with class problems in the US. Class is such a vague term, which Barbara has an essay about. You know, we don't talk about wage gaps. We don't talk about how much we're making because labor unions have been decimated by the right wing. Also talks about her experience when she goes undercover as a journalist and she works at a minimum wage job in the South. And so she details her experience of the working conditions, how little she was living off of, and like how that worked and how fucked up it is in those conditions. So I find her journalism and her activism to be really empowering, and her writing is just really astute. So I highly recommend you check out this book or any of the other books that she's written. Marathon is a little bit under 10 weeks away. How am I feeling? I'm feeling really confident, but I want to say that I'm not looking to PR Big Sur. Like, even though I'm running better than I was training for New York City, I know that this is a challenging course. And our run coach Ben even said this when we were out in Flagstaff, that Big Sur is not a course that you PR on. So while I know that I have a lot more fitness than I did in the fall, it is really nice to go into this race just knowing that I'm just running the marathon distance and I'm having a good time and I'm looking at the beautiful view that is Big Sur. And then in the fall, it can be much more decisive with how I choose a marathon course, or maybe I want to PR on the half marathon. I haven't really thought about like the fall and the summer yet. I know I'll definitely be itching to like sign up for something. What that race will be. Also, marathons are expensive and you have to raise money for them. So I kind of want to be thoughtful with how I do the whole marathon thing. You know, I could do a major, I could just do a random fucking marathon. I'm open to either, but the main thing for me is just taking it week by week, taking care of my body, taking care of my mind, and making sure that I'm really enjoying the process of it and not just fixated on like race day, because it is a lot of training, it is a lot of work, wear and tear on your body, it's a lot of nutrition. I'll be really decisive with which marathons I do. I don't just want to like run a marathon every quarter just to do it. I want it to be significant and have meaning to it. So I'll let you guys know once I think about the fall. You know, also I believe in abundance mindset, so maybe something will come my way. That tends to happen every now and then with social media. A very cool perk of the job that you get a lot of random inbound stuff. Some of it is scammy in my inbox. You don't even want to see all of the weird brand deals I got that I decline and just delete out of my inbox. But I don't know. I'm manifesting that something cool happens in the fall in terms of running, in terms of a road race. And if it does happen, you know, we got another series here on YouTube to do. But that's all I got for week 11. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.